It's your boy Driver View. I'm gonna start doing videos every Sunday telling you about my journey into trucking. You know how it all started and things that happened along the way. Well, today I'm gonna talk about why I started trucking. Well, I had a friend who was already trucking for 3 years, and he kept telling me, dude, I should become a truck driver. Come out there and, drive trucks. At first I was like, nah, man, I'm not gonna drive trucks. I was doing okay for myself, but something happened and I had to make a choice to keep doing what I was doing or change my life. So I decided to change my life. So I set out to get my CDLs. Now that journey was quite a roller coaster because when I first went to get my CDLs, I was going to go through a technical school. So I went to sign up for the technical school and everything, and at least I thought I filled out the paperwork right and everything. They didn't say nothing to me, so I show up to the class, to start my journey, and they tell me, "Oh, you didn't sign up right." And I'm like, "I did all the paperwork." And they're like, "Well, for some reason, I'm not being classified in the technical school to become into the CDL program." So I had a choice to wait 6 months because the program for the technical school was 6 months, and I was going to go do 6 months. And since they didn't have my paperwork right, I ended up still going to the technical school, but I ended up taking business management classes at the technical school. And after I did all that, 6 months later, now I'm supposed to be already set up. No questions asked. 6 months over with, and bam, it's time for me to go do the CDL program. And again, something with the paperwork was off. So I'm like, man, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with y'all no more. I'm gonna go sign up for Roadmaster. So I went and signed up for Roadmaster. Get the Roadmaster, sign up, bam, I'm there. These was free programs then. At the technical school, it was free, but you had to do 6 months. It was all paid for. Then Roadmaster was also technically free, but you had to pay the money back. So I end up at Roadmaster, and I'm at Roadmaster for about 5 days. After 5 days of Roadmaster, they come back and say, "Hey, we got to let you go." And I'm like, "Why y'all gotta let me go?" They're like, "Hey, something came up with your test." And I'm like, "My test?" Now, I know it can't be nothing going on with my test, but there was like something going on with your test. To this day, I still don't know how I failed the test because I didn't smoke. So how did I fail the test? But then I had to think about it, and I'm telling them, like, the only way I could have failed that test was because the people I was hanging around. The people I was hanging around was heavy smokers. and being in a confined space of heavy smokers. You know, some people like, man, no way. I'm like, no. If you're at the at a small in a wall club, and every individual is smoking. I'm smoking back to back to back. You're in the cars with people smoking back to back to back to back. And I went out that Sunday. You know, I had to take a test that Monday. That was the only way I seen that I failed the test. I was so convinced that something was wrong with that test. I paid $350 to get a retest of my sample. So after I did that, the test still came back positive. So I'm like, man, what? Everything's going wrong to stop me from becoming a truck driver. So I didn't stop there though. So after they let me go from there, I said, fuck it. I'm gonna pay for a smaller school. I forgot the name of the school, but it was a little smaller school where you could go, and I ended up paying $5,000 to go to get my CDLs through them. Now with them, which was even better, because I think Roadmaster was 6 weeks. It was shorter than the technical school of 6 months. And yeah, Roadmaster, I think it was six weeks back then. The school that I was going to now, that I paid my money to go to, was 30 days. So 30 days. I'm like, sweet. So I go there, 30 days. I do what I had to do. And I still had to take a drug test now. So it was that Thursday when they told me, Thursday or on a Friday, they told me I failed my test. So I got there Monday. I had took the drug test that Monday when I got there, and Thursday they told me I was dirty. So Thursday to Monday, I'm back paying for my school. I'm taking a drug test there. I passed the drug test. You know, it is what it is. So 30 days of schooling there. And you know, back then it wasn't no automatic driving, but one thing that did help me out was at Roadmaster, I had already started driving behind the wheel, learning how to shift the gears and everything. So when I went to this school, I already knew how to shift the gears. So it was pretty easy. And back then you also had to back into small spaces, you know, with the gear, with shifting those gears and trying to curbside park. The semi truck was kind of difficult for me, you know, but you know, after 30 days I got it done, and boom, now I got my CDLs. Now I'm not with a major school, so now I got to find employment. I think I signed about 50 applications to try to get to a company, and the only companies that was responding back was CR England and what was that other company? I forgot the name of the company, but I didn't want to do either of those because both of those was being team drivers, and I've always been a solo type person, and I did not want to do team driving. So after about 2 weeks, put in applications and having these same two companies being willing to take me, I was like, man, you know what? It is what it is. I'm just gonna take one of these companies. So I just happened to be at a light and I see this company, FFE, been with the same company the whole time. I'm like, man, I didn't see this company when I was looking up companies, and I just decided to give them a call, send my application in. They called me back the next day and was like, hey, yeah, we'll take you on. But the only thing with that was, even though I had my CDLs, they told me I still had to come do training with them. But I only had to do 7 days since I already had my CDLs. So that would be considered like a refresher course, even though I just got finished doing the course with getting my CDLs. I never drove on the road and got my drive time. So I end up going to FFE, and that's how I became a truck driver. So this is your boy, Driver View. Catch me next Sunday with more details about how I became a CDL driver and more stories of being out here for 10 years. I'm out. Sweet.